This is a super quick video about my Sport Cub by Parkzone and about my light mod on it that I did to give it landing lights, navigation lights, and some other stuff. So what I did is I used to own a flyzone cessna skylane, and over the months and eventual years it started just falling apart by itself because the model was a used model and it was already old, so it just started falling apart. Or maybe it was just me not taking good care of it. Either way, it turned to crap, so I decided to scrap it. I still have the motor and all that stuff set away for some other model that I need motors for. I don't know. But it came with a light kit, so I figured, what could I use? And I decided to use the Sport Cub. So I have up on the tail right there, that's a strobe. Well, it should be a strobe, I'll say that much. There's a flight controller under there, right up, glued up in there. And it works about 1/5 of the time. 4/5 of the time it's a solid LED, and 1/5 of the time it'll start to blink a little bit. But the rest, like these two dots right there and right there on the wing, and navigation on both sides, and lastly the navigation light or the landing light in the center, all stay solid. So it's not the best light kit. I have a better one on my Islander that I'm working on. That was the GT Power version. But so I'll just explain very, very briefly. I just want to make this video nice and short about how I did this light kit. So I guess I could start with the landing light. What I did is I just took these two LEDs. Everything was already laid out for me. It was already in the wing. I just pulled it out of the old wing. You can see here the wires were just sort of wired along this underside servo running thing. I don't know what it is. And I ran them along there, and for the navigation lights, there's this really thin X-Acto line that I cut under these stickers. I stuck the stickers from my old wing. This is actually a new wing, but I stuck the stickers on top of it, and it runs all the way through there, right out to there. So I did that for each side, and for the landing light, I did the same thing. I ran it using an X-Acto knife, except the only problem was, since this one was perpendicular to the wing, if it came under stress, this line would separate. So in order to prevent that, there's a clear tape, and that's what I used for the window as well. I used plastic. I wrapped it around there, and I took packing tape, and I wrapped the packing tape around the plastic, so it sort of like sandwiched a window in there. So that's how that worked. These two lights on the top are kind of just pushed through the foam until they appeared on each side. Nothing too complicated. For this top beacon, I ran this wire through the leading edge of the tail, all the way on the underside of there, and it goes right through the hinge line of the actual rudder, and it just pops up right there. So yeah, and I'll be getting some footage of me flying it in my canyon soon. So yeah, that'll be in the next video.